Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you an episode of Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 11, Trouble at the Sandbar. Okay. I apologize for the bit being so late. I lost my sister last week on Valentine's Day, and yeah, and so then I have to throw her daughter her baby shower um, this week. And so I've been down, I've been up, I've been down, I've been up. So forgive me. Um, yeah. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome, 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 welcome. We do reviews here on anything you like, okay? Mostly reality TV. And if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay? All right. Give me a thumbs up, like and share and comment, and subscribe to my channel, and we will begin. All right. So the episode begins where Cecil is making fun of King, and he tried to unbutton his shirt, and so Simone was like, "Don't get the gut, don't get the gut." And so she's like, and he said, Doctor. Cecil was like, I want you to talk to me like Quad talks about her man. Cecil cracked me up. So Dr. Scott and Dr. Contessa talking about how Sheck is young. And so Dr. Scott said, I think that he played Fortnite with Landon. He said that's how young he is. I think he played Fortnite with Landon. Good one, Scott. Um, so then Sheck is feeding the strawberry to Phaedra. Whatever, y'all. Y'all phony. We know this is all set up, okay? we know. We know. So King and Quad, they flashed to King and Quad. So Quad was like, "What happened to Gregory last night? He went ape shit crazy." And King was like, "I think it was the sex talk about how we do it more than 15 times a week, and how you trying to push out a baby for him, and didn't want to push out a baby for Dr. Gregory. I think all of that, and then they having problems on conceiving, you know. I think all of that was a factor. Anyway, so Quad was like, shouldn't I not be able to talk about my new boyfriend around my ex-husband and his new wife? He said they didn't have any grace for me when I was in that position in this group of friends, and that's a good point. They didn't really have no grace for you. He was just flaunting his new wife all over the place. And, she had to eat that. But now she got a new man that love her and take care of her and all that other stuff. Now it's a problem. I understand, Quan. I totally understand. Um, so they flashed to Greg, Dr. Greg and Letitia. And so Dr. Greg said, Quad was very drunk last night. I know what she's like when she gets to drinking. Dr. Greg also apologizes to Letitia for screaming at her, because he did scream at her, be good, be good, be good. and so yeah, he said he apologizes for screaming at her. And he said somebody got to be the adult in this room. And I said, it ain't you, boy, in my Cat Williams voice. It ain't you, boy. Okay. It ain't you. You are not the adult in the room. Maybe Dr. Eugene, maybe Cecil, even maybe Curtis. But you're not the adult in the room. Okay. That shows a lot in all of your interactions. Okay. You are not the adult. So then they flash back to Quad and King. Quad said he's jealous. Um, she said, I think he's jealous. And she said, I think, he still has feelings for me. And she said that Letitia is just a seat filler. I said, oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And she said it was difficult for her to even listen to him scream at her. She said he has not changed. Mm. So he was screaming at you like that too, huh? Okay. That I don't know why people want to marry him. Oh, access to the money. Yeah, access to the money. Uh huh. Per per Letitia, access to the money. Okay. Even though this is not a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship per her, but the first thing she started talking about is that she got access to the money. Okay, girl. But this ain't a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship. Okay. All right then. If you like it, I love it. So Dr. Greg said I was trying to protect you. I didn't want you to get into it with her. Yes, because Quad would have read her for filth. Okay? Quad would have read her for filth. Okay? Now, Heavenly didn't do it. We'll see this in the later in the episode. Heavenly didn't do it. But Quad, my dear, would have read her for filth. Okay? All right. So, and so Letitia was like, well, I'm not that type of person to eat things and, be cool with it. I need to speak up for myself. I need to, tell her what I know and all that other stuff. Baby, she would have read you for Phil, okay? And so then he was like, "Yeah, I'm expecting you to be an elder wise person." And she said, because he was like, because I guess this is an age gap relationship. Because I'm expecting you to be the elder person. And Letitia said, "Yeah, and I'm not." But let me ask you this, Dr. G. What's an elder wise person? Because if I was in that situation, I first of all I would have said something to Quad, okay, and I'm going on 54 next week, okay. Okay? I would have said something to her too. And then I would have been like, if you don't quit yelling in my motherfucking face, okay, okay. I'd put the hand up. Now I'd be like, hey, listen, oh, okay. So I don't know what you talking about, some elder wise, okay? Because I would have said something to her too. Okay, why she talking about this who I want? Wait a minute, what she say? Oh God, what was that? This who you want to be or something like that. No, I'd say something too, and then I'd say just stop screaming in my motherfucking face. Get the fuck away from me if you gonna be screaming in my face. And then I've been like, listen, oh, okay. That's it. That was it. We ain't got time. We ain't got nothing to talk about. So I don't know. I don't know what the elder wise conversation is. Maybe over 60. Maybe. I don't know. But I tell you what, I'm not. I wasn't gonna take it. Hell, Dr. Heavenly didn't take it, and Dr. Heavenly is 54. Okay, she ain't take it either. Don't start none. Won't be none. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, so the next day, Steve, Dr. Mimi, Dr. Eugene and Toya go out to lunch, go out for drinks. I don't know. They just go to the little city. Toya, baby, that dress I think was too small because you was given so much side boob. And when you got in the car, your breast fell out. Your breast fell out. What is wrong with you? Steve right there. Thank God he wasn't looking. I think he turned away when he saw that your breast about to fall out. He turned away. Like I'm not gonna get caught in none of this because I got my girl here. Okay, but your breast fell out, and then you had side boob all while you was going down. Come on, that dress was too small for you, Toya. It was too small for your boobs. It fit you everywhere else, but it was too small for your boobs. You needed something else. You needed something else. That was not a good look. So like I said, she had side boob all the while, and then her boob popped out. Poor little Steve, little my Clevelander Steve. Dr. Mimi said she from Alabama. And Steve said he was from Cleveland, inner city Cleveland. That's right. I'm from inner city Cleveland too. Uh oh. Yeah, I'm from inner city Cleveland too. Hometown boy. Okay, he played for the Browns, the Arizona and Detroit, I think. All right, so Dr. Mimi don't know how to ride bikes. She said she was taught, but she ain't rode a bike in a long time. I think she could ride a bike if she got on one. And she don't know how to roller skate now. Roller skate is something different. I don't know how to roller skate either. I took lessons and stuff, but I still can't roller skate like I really want to. It is what it is. And I tried to ride a bike, but it didn't work out too well. I think I need like a one of them big tricycle bikes or something. But it is what it is on that too. All right, so everybody they get to the restaurant. Everybody orders Don Julio, and the margaritas and neat and whatever. But then what's her name? Toya has to order Patron. And Steve was like, Patron. They were like, yeah. And Toya was like, yeah, it has no additive and preservatives. So the additives and the preservatives make me mean. Okay, Toya, moving on. And who got the Polaroid camera? It was on the table. Who got the Polaroid camera? Anyway, Dr. Heavenly is getting her hair done. Um, Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie come in. Dr. Simone didn't find any humor in last night. Dr. Heavenly said it was funny to her. Then she, lets the cat out of the bag that Apollo's coming. And Jackie was like, did you invite him? And she was like, yeah. She was like, but Phaedra knows, I told her, Phaedra knows. So we'll see what happens there. They get on the boat to go to the private sandbar. They gotta wait for Apollo to show up. And so Apollo shows up with Sherrein, his wife, and apparently he said that his wife wasn't coming, but apparently she's coming. Okay, so Phaedra was like, Apollo shows up with his mistress because apparently, and we didn't know that I thought they met like in prison. He was a pen pal or something like that, but no. he was having an affair with her when Phaedra was pregnant with, I guess, with the last child. Uh, Dylan, I think his name was. I have no idea. So, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't know that. And so then they got married in prison. Now they're getting a divorce, okay? Now they're getting a divorce, but they got married in prison. So then they get on the boat and Sherrein gives Shek a big hug, like, like he family, And Paulo daps him up and stuff like that. And so everybody was like, y'all know him? Y'all know him? How you know him? So because everybody is real shocked, like, what? Oh, I don't understand what's going on. So, and then I think Paulo was talking to Quad, and Dr. Heavenly was ear hustling. And so Paulo said that Phaedra told him that Shek didn't know her. No, Phaedra. Yeah, hold on. Let me try that again. Paulo said that Phaedra told me um that um that hold on. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Shek didn't tell me. That's what it was. Shek didn't tell me that he was dating Phaedra. Okay. But um he, he has been over, quite a few times. Like he said, at least once a week. He comes over once a week. You know, but he told Phaedra that he knew her ex husband, but I guess he didn't know. He didn't give all that information. So Dr. Hemley was like, I didn't know any of this, none of this. So Phaedra said that Shek knows Apollo from the club. We don't know what is all this. Because Sherrein said that he comes over for holidays. Whatever. So they start drinking. They dancing, taking shots, and everything like that. And King and Letitia takes a shot together, because this is not their fight. As far as Quad and Dr. Gregory, it's their fight. It's not King and Letitia's fight. But that's per Scott. We didn't see that happen. That's per Dr. Scott. Okay. So they go pull up at the Sandbar. Dr. Simone is making her speech that it's 8 black physicians here in Key West, but you didn't include yourself, so it's 9 black physicians in Key West. Whatever, on this island. So, but kudos to you, because it was 8 and 9 black physicians. Okay. Then Toya busts her ass getting off the boat. Steve introduces himself to Apollo. He said, "How you know this group?" And there he was like, "Well, we go back a long way." And so then they asked Steve that he was an ex NFL player, and they was like, who you play for?" And he said Cleveland, Arizona, and Detroit. And so King was like, "I should have bought a football," and he was like, "Yeah." Well, he said, "Well, we can do the 40, and so they were like, "Oh, he was like, and then after that we can do a push-up contest, because that's how they do." And then this is what I call the older gentlemen in the group, the senior sirs, like the Golden Girls, the senior sirs. Okay. That's them. Okay. The senior sirs consist of Cecil, Curtis, Eugene, and Dr. G. Okay. The senior sirs, okay? But one of the senior sirs decides to do the push-up contest, okay? So he doing his push-up, talking about Letitia, and he did his 25 push-ups and everything like that. And the other senior sirs was like, nah, that ain't for me. To one of them, the senior sirs, Dr. Eugene, saying, you know, um, can y'all just sit down? We can just have good conversations. Hey, Eugene, that sounded a little feminine, baby. Okay, a little feminine. Baby, okay? That's what it is. It sounded little feminine, okay? Women have conversations. Men play sports, okay? That's just the bottom line, okay? Women have conversations, okay? Y'all always talking about how y'all competitive. What you talking about? You need to get up too. Your senior sir or your Geritol didn't kick in yet, huh? Your Geritol didn't kick in? Okay, that's it. That's what it is. Okay. But Dr. Greg did his little 25 push-ups. He did a good job. But the senior sirs didn't do the rest of them, okay? So Dr. Eugene tells King that, I thank you for coming in this group, being so chill and positive, and taking your shirt off in front of the women. And so King was like, he said, I thank you for welcoming me and making me feel comfortable. Oh, Dr. Greg. Oh, Dr. Gray said, I haven't really welcomed you because, it wasn't easy for me. I don't mean you or her, no disrespect. I didn't handle it the best way. No disrespect. He should have shut the fuck up at this moment. Okay? He should have shut the fuck up at this moment. Okay, but of course he did not. So King was like, sorry about that. That was my job calling me. Anyway, so all right, so like I said, Greg said his little spiel. He should have shut the fuck up after that, but of course he did not. But King said, you guys have a past and we can't change it. And then Dr. Greg said, well, I just said that you talk too fucking much. And he started giggling. And everybody was like, oh, shit.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Okay. Oh, shit.
Shut up, bitch!
That's what they want to say. That's what they want to say. Oh, so King was like, did you say that to her? And so Dr. G was like, yeah, I did. I know how she is. And she talks too fucking much. Did you say that last night to her? And so then Dr. Sky was like, y'all need to, let the sun set on all this shit that happened last night. And King was like, mm-mm. He said, I'm offended. And you need to apologize to her. And Dr. Greg said, well, I think there's responsibilities on both parties. And so then Dr. Eugene was like, may I interject? And so he was like, he said, the key, I think here is that, he was like, what the hell was I supposed to say? Cecil was like, trying to help. Eugene was like, Quad gets emotional. so, so Dr. G gets up out his seat and said, well, if I knew you then, I would have addressed you. And I hope you will be willing to take up for to stand up for her. And King was like, definitely, I will stand up for her. And so Dr. Greg was like, we good. And he was like, yeah, we good. So that's where it ended. We gonna come back to that. So then, they flash to the women. Dr. Contessa said, you know, is that Phaedra's man? And Sherrein was like, no, that's not Phaedra's man. She was like, that's everybody's man in Atlanta. I said, okay, you see, so Shrek is in the streets. He's from the streets, man, for the streets. That's what it is. He's for the streets. Dr. Simone said, and then Dr. Simone said, oh, that's nice. Shut up, Dr. Simone. Oh, that's nice. And Sherrein was like, yeah, that, it's their business, but it's messy. I guess she was talking about Phaedra. Okay. So Shaq come over. Messy Toya was like, well, how do you know Sherrein? And so Shaq was like, that's nobody's business. And so Quad asked Shaq, well, did you let Apollo know that you were going out with Phaedra? Because he said that you ain't telling. And so Apollo shows up. And Shaq said, I told you I went on a speed date. He said, did I called you and told you that I was going on a date with your ex-wife? And he was like, no, you didn't. Apollo was like, no, you didn't. And then Phaedra was like, well, what does it matter? I'm not married to you. Why are you so worried about who I'm dating? And then, oh boy, Sherrein was like, Apollo don't give a fuck about who you date. I told you, Miss Fei. And then Miss Fei was like, first of all, my name ain't Fei. You bad Bill bitch. Now, according to Heavenly, Sherrein read Phaedra for filth. Okay? For filth. They cut all of that out. Okay, they cut all of that, and I tend to believe her because that scene was very choppy, very choppy. Okay, but I heard that Sherrein read Phaedra for filth. I think she was waiting on that, and I think she was waiting on that because she was on TV, and she was gonna read her for filth, but they cut pretty much all of that out. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. And according to Heavenly, Phaedra, she don't really, she can't really come up with, stuff off the rip. She can't come, like Giselle, she can't come up with stuff off the rip. Like Kenya or somebody like that. Or like, Nene or something like. She can't come up with shit off the rip. She got to have it written for her, and she memorize it, and then that's what she do. But she just can't be shady, off the rip. So apparently she was gagged, but hey, it is what it is. So Letitia was like, well, who invited you? Talking to Sherrein. And so Sherrein was like, Dr. Heavenly. And so Dr. Heavenly said, I did. And so Letitia was like, well, what's your purpose of inviting them? And she was like, and Dr. Heavenly was like, none of your fucking business. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me shit. And so, then Letitia was like, girl, please, watch who you talking to. And Dr. Heavenly said, you can shut the fuck up and don't talk to me. And Letitia was like, stop talking to me, bitch. Then I think this is what Dr. Heavenly said. She said, "You big gum mouth, big gum, big mouth bitch." I think that's what she said. Okay. But then Letitia, she said something, and then she said, "You big back bitch." Now, Letitia, come here, baby. Come here. You big back, you big back too. Okay. You can't call her big back because her big back is about is the size of your big back. Okay. So you can't you can't call her big back. You a big back too. Everybody is at least a baby big back on the show except for Contessa, Jackie, Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Simone. Okay. Quad is a baby big back. Okay. Okay, just a baby one. Just a baby one. But Phaedra is a big bag. Okay. Oh, Dr. Mimi is not a big bag at all. Okay. Phaedra is a big bag. You are a big bag. Dr. Heavenly is a big bag. Okay. Point blank period. I don't know what you're talking about. And Quad is a baby big bag. Just a baby one. Okay. So I don't know what you thought you was saying, cause you a big bag too. Point blank period. Dr. Heavenly said, "You need to talk to your man about being in love with this bitch." And she pointed to Quad. And then she said, "Don't roll up on me. Don't roll up on me." And she tried to get up and she fell backwards, phone all in the water and stuff like that. Then Steve is over there with the men, but he looking at the commotion on the other side. So he trying to rescue his wife. That's the only thing. He saw the commotion. He trying to get to his wife, and I don't blame her because you was a Clevelander, honey. You trying to get to your woman. That is, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. So when he got to her, he said, "You good? You good?" He said, "Okay." So Dr. Greg grabbed Letitia and they break up the commotion. So then King comes and tries to talk to Dr. Greg because he was got to talk to her away from the other men, so he won't be thinking that he won't be having his chest pointed out like he the big man. So Phaedra takes Letitia aside, and so Kings lets him know that he gonna let this slide. What happened last night? I'm gonna let that slide, but you don't talk to her anymore. And Dr. Gray said, "I don't want to talk to her. Tell her to stop talking shit to me." King said, "No, she can say whatever she want to say." And Greg said, "Not to me, not to me. She can't say shit to me." And so and then he said, "So she can say shit to me, but I can't say shit to her." And I feel the same way. If she talking shit to you, you should talk shit to her. But also, I see the other side. He said King said you should address me, and I will talk to her. So I don't know, cause I ain't really had no man like that to like stand up like, no, don't talk to her, talk to me. I've never had that stuff, so I don't really know. I don't know how that works. Okay, because I'm a big mouth bitch. So I'll let everybody have it. So I don't know how that works. But King said you address me and I'll address her. And he said, then King said, "I know about the past." And he said, he said, you know about her side. And so King was like, "Well, tell me something different. Tell me something different." And then Dr. Greg was like, "Well, you'll find out. You'll find out." And so King was like, "Well, you don't want to find out." And so Dr. Greg was like, "Oh, is that a threat?" He was like, "Cause I ain't trying to fight you. I'm a doctor. I ain't trying to fight you." He was like, "I'm not making no threats. I'm making promises." That's what I think. That's what I think he had in his mind. But I'll leave that alone. But he said, "I ain't making no threats. I'm making promises." Okay. So, and so then Dr. Greg was like, "Who you talking to, bro?" And he was like, "I'm talking to you." And and so then Dr. Greg said, "I know how your girl is," because he was walking away because they were trying to pull him away, Dr. Greg. And he said, "I know how your girl is." And um that's when King took his shirt off and started running after Dr. Greg. Yeah. He about to whip his ass. When he said, "I know how your girl is," oh yeah, he about to whip his ass. So Quad trying to run over there. Letitia trying to run. I done seen Minnie Boo in this episode. Her titties falling out of her because it was the swimsuit didn't fit her breast either. Like Toya's dress didn't fit her breast. Her swimsuit didn't fit her breast either, and so all the boobs fell out over there too. And yeah, that's where it ended. That's where it ended. So next week, I think Dr. Greg leaves. Dr. Greg and Letitia leave. I think and Phaedra and Sheck leaves too. And Phaedra uh, hires a private jet to take her back to Atlanta. That's why her check was post dated, because she had to pay for the flight. She had to pay for the flight back home, okay? That's why her check was post dated, because her checking account, okay? Where it's set up, it's not set up, okay? So that's why she had to post date that check, okay? But anyway, this is your girl, msyelladiva. Give me a thumbs up, like and share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.